Good afternoon, everybody. It's 4 p.m. in Greece. First, I want to apologize if I look rather tired or or a little bit disheveled. But as some of you know, I've been traveling a little bit lately over to London and New York in the name of Vulcan to help expand and do great things for everything Vulcan Forge related. Obviously, as most of you know, I just came back from New York, and I would say it was an absolute success, but obviously nothing's going to be really announced on today's show, so we'll have to wait for that. But yes, I did talk about an American expansion yesterday, and that's very much happening through various channels. So listen, for those of you who are new to these kind of streams, because I see we are sort of getting a bigger audience than usual, just if you're not sure who Vulcan Forge is, well, you must know who we are. We're obviously a blockchain gaming company, but we've expanded recently into the blockchain layer 1, Elysium, and of course with Metascapes coming at the end of this year, which allows anyone to make their own metaverse. I guess we're the first metaverse as a service operation, which we are incredibly excited about, because we've spent so many times, built so much years building the tech for it. It just makes sense to allow to outsource it to anyone who makes a metaverse, and that's actually one of the great selling points for a lot of the brands and companies and projects that are coming to us. They'll be using that, and of course Elysium is carbon negative, carbon positive. Either way, it plants trees. So listen, before I get into the AMA, because we've got quite a few questions to go through today, as always, because we've got so many projects and so many project managers, I literally don't know the answers to all of them. So I've had our team have a look at them. Again, we've got now 113 staff, so we've employed more since the last AMA. And as I always say in the last few weeks, that the bear markets like this are just absolutely perfect for us, because it allows us just to focus on what's important, which is building and sort of restructuring. I think it's very important to realize and accept and sort of be honest about the fact that we expanded so fast, so quickly, with a team of two, three, to a team of who we are now, and such a big community, that we just weren't really prepared for last year. So a lot of it's sort of recruiting the right people, restructuring, learning our crafts, and doing things in the right way. But all the side games are in beta now. I think the majority of them are giving XP, and they're all a step away from lava. I know a lot of people are waiting for some gameplay features in Vulcanverse. We have been doing stealthily. We didn't really announce it, because just like when you remember we did the big the networking restructure of Vulcanverse, we didn't tell you about it. That took 5 months. We didn't want people to sort of panic that wouldn't be happening for 5 months, but you can see that helped. It's the same with Vulcanverse. We've been doing a networking change over the last month. So that's come to an end now, and we've completed it. And the Lava Bank, I'm glad to say, is launched today on the servers here. So we're playing around with that. And if all goes well, we'll be putting it into the next update. Okay, so there are many, many questions, and I'm going to go through them as quick as I can. If I skip you, I do apologize, but I know time is of the essence. So I'm just on different today. I'm going to start backwards to front, so those that got in late get a chance to get their question answered. Okay, so Ralphie asked, are you looking for someone to do business development in the USA, a sales engineer? Well, yes, we are, but it might not be you, Ralphie, because we have got a new team who's going to be helping us expand in America. And similar question to Bergs about where the new USA office will be. I don't know if I can say that, but obviously I've just been there. So yeah, I think you can gather where the new Vulcan Forge office is going to be. And there are reasons for this, reasons which will come out eventually regarding our expansion into various other companies and brands and users and exchanges and all sorts of things. We need a hub in America. One of the things that we did wrong, I think, from the beginning with a lot of our games was bootstrap a lot of developers that were just sort of found, by searching through the usual places, LinkedIn and such like. And it's now time to really have a crack team of an A team of elite positions based in America which, you know, have a history and experience in companies which, you know, you will all have heard of, just to kind of lead different projects. So this is all part of the restructuring of the company. Okay, so let's go to some other questions we have here. So what's the plan of the company to make sure that Elysium won't just be regarded as just another L1 chain? Well, good question. I suppose it is just another L1 chain, but, you know, it has plenty of advantages over others. I think it's, you know, 50 times faster than Ethereum, maybe more. The advantages it uses lava, our own secondary token is gas, which provides demand to the play to earn token, which in turn drives demand to holding PYR, which generates lava. And of course, as you all know, it's metaverse oriented. So we only sort of, for now, allow games and metaverses projects to build on it. And of course, the big selling point, which is why so many companies have joined Elysium, is that we are planting many, many trees across Spain and Greece, the more it's used. So it's, yeah, lots of exciting things. And it's EVM compatible, MetaMask compatible. But yeah, it's our layer one. We want to own our own economy. So that's the main reason behind it, really. Okay, let's have a look at some other questions we've got here. Any plans on companies owning land in Troy? Yeah, look, I mean, there already are companies that have invested in land in both Vulcanverse and will be investing in Troy. It's not going to be, you know, you're not going to see Walmart signs up and Tesco's and all this kind of stuff. It just hasn't got the fantasy. It hasn't got the law for it. You know, Vulcanverse is very Greco-Roman. And we will always keep, Vulcanverse will always be the MMO RPG of our series. So no, they will do from a financial point of view, invest in land, but you won't see their names plastered all over it. Metascapes, however, is very different because, you know, you can build any Metascape. So if XYZ company or team or game or whatever want to build a metaverse, they would use the Metascapes engine and they can brand it how they like. You can go in there, walk around, use your VR headsets. There's no staking or financial implications. Okay, you can sell the NFTs within the Metascapes, but it's designed to allow any company to make their own metaverse. So that's when you would see companies coming in and starting to sort of create metaverses. Okay, any plans on giving out achievements for XP milestones such as 10K, 100K? Yeah, we do have them already. I think there are seven levels already for that. It goes from Wormling up to Puny Mortal, OK Mortal. And I think it goes up to Immortal Demigod, perhaps, is the highest one. Yeah, so we do have levels for that already. We could give achievements out for it, I suppose. Yep, no problem for that. But we already do have those levels in place. Okay, is the American office location in New York? Well, I think I've kind of answered that. It's probably a discussion to have. Vulcan 3, where is it? Look, okay, so we did a vote between Miami, the conference. Vulcan, if you don't know, is the conference for Vulcan Forge. We did one in Athens recently, which was just absolutely incredible. Those who came probably won't forget that event. The Zappion was a perfect location. We did promise Americans that we would come to America for the next one. So that's why the vote was between New York and Miami. Miami did win that one. However, it's not legally binding where we put the next conference. So we might just sort of decide anyway. But it was interesting to hear people's views on that. It would make sense after some recent developments to sort of maybe come to New York. Athens, if I had my choice, it'd be in Athens, you know, because the Zappion Hall was just an incredible location. And it just, the light shows we saw was wonderful. But so many Americans have come over to Europe. Hundreds and hundreds came this way. It's time for us to go over to you guys. Okay, so someone just asked in the channel now, and this relates to someone else's question, if VV is an RPG, where are the RPG elements? Yeah, so I think Mersha asked the same question. So again, just to remind you that Vulcanverse has been in development for only a year, maybe more than a year now. And the majority of it was just creating the building engine, the lore, the Vulcanites, the avatars. I mean, there was a big post from Meta today about the Zuckerberg verse, and you saw, you know, the avatar in that was hardly inspiring, and one could say that, you know, our graphics are actually better than that. I'm not saying ours is better than Meta, but it shows how long and how much, you know, they put $10 billion into theirs. So it shows you how hard and how expensive and how long these things take. So RPG elements. So we have quests today. We're testing out the new quest with the NPCs. We have the foraging, which is just clicking crystals. We understand, you know, that's not the most exciting thing in the world, just collecting materials and building. We have the lava bank coming. We have advanced quests coming where you have to link them together. We have PvP coming. We have, crikey, what are all the other things? I think there was a big, oh yes, we have alchemy coming. We have create your own quests coming. But again, all of these had to wait until we had this networking issue sorted out, and it is sorted out now. So now we can start actually implementing these features, which we have been coding in parallel. So as I say, the lava bank is ready and is being tested today by our testers, staff testers. Then it'll be pushed to the community, and then it'll be pushed, pushed to the community. Okay, so what else have we got here? When can we expect Vulcanverse to be? Yeah, okay, it was up from Shavaba about more interested in clicking crystals. Yeah, exactly. So just the features I just mentioned was just a start of some of the features. There is a whole thread from the last AMA outlining the entire roadmap of Vulcanverse gameplay wise. I'll try and dig that up and put it into the channel. Things like raid bosses, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, again, they're coming. We're going to do that. We are aiming for the World of Warcraft gameplay, but again, we were a team of 2 to 6 to 10, and now we've got now we've got where we are, where we can start adding gameplay on top. I mean, the multiplayer infrastructure alone was hard enough. Okay, I'm going back to the top, just randomly scrolling around the questions. So, David Vanguard, when will Berserk Days start? The Quadrant versus Quadrant Vulcanite Wars. Can't give you an exact date. Again, we've got a whole list on the development channel of priorities. We're doing things one by one. And the canny board, there's no way we're sticking a date on that. I think the Vulcanite fighting in general is being revamped, so it wouldn't be until after that. Only onto the MMO content for Pegleg Jenkins. Moonshot says, how does it benefit the ecosystem to upgrade a level 4 when we are waiting on so many enhanced gameplay features like fishing? Fishing, yes, fishing's coming as well very, very soon. Forage and alchemy. Well, we're not allowing you to upgrade to level 4 yet, but I can assure you that before level 4 comes round, the majority of the features I've just mentioned will be in place. But upgrading to level 4, I think, is really for the staking benefits. A lot of people want to sort of stake in their land and sort of earn more. You don't get a lot more gameplay out of it. Okay, you can use your level 4 NFT items, but I agree. It would be nice to wait for all the gameplay features to be in until we hit level 4. But they're ready to go, and I would say fishing, the new quest, NPCs, lava bank, the new foraging system will have to talk to the team. They should be in place by level 4. I can't see why not. Slow Violinist asks, I remember that it was said the outage and resilience achievements will have a great utility. Is something planned here? For now, we got 25 tier 3 Troy Siege in a raffle. Yeah, I mean, all you have to do really is push us, because if we've said something about an achievement, you'll probably find something else the next day. I mean, the resilience achievements will absolutely be used. And in fact, now you've even mentioned it, I'll arrange something for those that have the resilience achievements. I think there were 2 achievements, weren't there? That if you survived that brutal hack last year and you were playing or something, there were two achievements. But yeah, again, now you said it, I'll get something lined up to sort of address both the achievements. In fact, tomorrow, why not? If you have both the achievements, let's do something tomorrow. Thank you, Ryan. Yes, outage and resilience. If you have an outage achievement, resilience, tune in tomorrow at 1 p.m. GMT, and we'll do something for you then. That's how easy it is, you see? That's how easy it is. Okay. So let's go to the next question. When will Berserk Day start? I think I've answered that. Where will we find the Bereas fishing port? Okay, so if you know the sinkhole, the ice hole, there's going to be there. I mean, we are debating putting a ladder in with a fishing port down there in Bereas that you can access. But for now, it will. Oh, we've got an answer from Manos. Sorry. Completely against what I said, so ignore that. The Bereas quadrant, due to its geographical location, will not have a port, but it will have a lake instead. We won't be using the Great Sinkhole for fishing, as it's been speculated by the community and just said by the CEO in it with total error. So there's going to be a lake put in place for Bereas. What do you gain? What do you want to gain by expanding to America? Again, everything will come clear when we're allowed to announce certain things. But you know, we started in Greece, and as you know, my daughter is half Greek, so I can't really leave Greece. And so we started the office from Greece. Greece has a massive brain drain. In fact, a lot of developers leave the country and go other places, America, London. So it's very hard to get really good quality staff here. We're very lucky to have the staff we have in house here, but it took us a long while to sort of cut the fat off and keep who we have now. So being in a city like London or New York, it allows us to create a team much quicker, much stronger, and an outreach into places we couldn't reach just from like a small village in Greece. Who won the lava visualizer contest? Yeah, it's Mass. As soon as he hooks it up to the real APIs, we'll be promoting it live. It's publicly known how much he won. Yes, because we announced the prize. It was 20K, I believe. Okay. Cure says, what's the current status of Elysium audits? One came back completely fine. Security, no issues whatsoever. Not even one minor issue. We're still waiting on 2 more. What's the current status on Troy development from Cure? Answer from Manos. Manos is our game design developer, by the way. The prototype 3D terrain of Troy is ready. Okay, so we've built the world already. We're making a preview video for it, so the landowners can get an idea of the location their plots will be. Since it's on the same project, not a separate game, Troy mostly just needs visual assets so it can be on par with Vulcanverse. So development is mostly ready, and we just needed visuals in order to be finalized. So I didn't even know we were that far into development of Troy. So sounds like it's finished. And from geographical point of view, we're going to make a flyover, a trailer for you, so you can see where you want your plots. Just to stress to everyone that Troy plots won't be stakeable, but whatever, you know, this is a game. There's going to be lots more gameplay in Troy. You can build in Troy. You'll have access to places in Troy that you can't access from Vulcanverse. If you think Minecraft is successful, and you think World of Warcraft is successful, and if you think Roblox is successful, which they are, none of them have staking or financial incentives. And this is where we're trying to push things, you know, NFTs, ownership, blockchain, online blockchain land plots. And this is where Troy is a stepping stone to Metascapes in this way. Okay. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to find the next question. When will attributes like espionage and defense be part of the ecosystem? Let's talk about level 4, but nothing of these Vulc features. Just to rehash, we're not going to rush into level 4 until we get these a lot more in. We're on the same page as you guys. Don't worry. You're not going to get the chance to level up without us adding the features that we said we were going to do. Anyway, we've got an answer here from the team downstairs. With the current fighting and stat system, those routes were limited. So we're doing a partial rework, and we're going to be repurposing a lot of these stats to make them equally important. Here's a teaser. Once the new purpose of the stats is introduced to the live servers, it'll probably be the biggest gameplay update that Vulcanverse will ever receive. Oh. See, I didn't even know that. So the new purpose of the stats are going to have a complete different purpose, and it's going to be the biggest gameplay update that Vulcanverse will ever receive. So there we are. The CEO learns something about his own project every day. Is there still hacker bounty. Yep, of course. But good luck with that, because it traced back to Lazarus at the end of the day. It looked like, anyway, it was the hallmarks of it, of what happened, but we're not going to go back in time. But there'll be many bug bounties, many when we have Elysium and we have the new games. Don't worry, security is now at the forefront of everything. I'm trying to find another comment to stick into the afternoon, or there we are, by FTB more. Okay, next question is, when is the third floor? You mean level 3 building height? Okay, so well, it has been changed. If it hasn't, then open up a canny ticket, please. This should have been checked or fixed already. If it's not, re-log in. It should be fixed. If not, open up a ticket with our support staff, and they'll get back to you. Locks, any updates on when Changing Skies will return? It's been months and I really miss the colors of sunrises, sunsets, and nights, and I even missed the Hades Moon 2, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't know they weren't back up yet. Okay, so the answer is from the developers. The plan for weather and day-night cycles was for them to return after the HDRP update. However, other priorities occurred. It's been postponed. It's a feature that's being worked on the side as others implemented. It will be there. So yeah, again, we're implementing a million different things, the gameplay features, the new levels at the same time. You know, we still really only have about 6-8 devs on Vulcanverse, but this expansion is something which is really going to change things. When you hear the names involved and what we're doing and everything, you can see that we are taking everything to a new level. Can we start build using? I don't understand the question. Sorry, Harry. About the NFT metadata. Oh, API. Yeah. Well, listen, you can put out the yes. Oh, SDKs. Yeah, we were. Look, that is doable now. I mean, you can pretty much. I think those APIs are publicly available, or maybe they're not, or maybe they were. But you know the metadata. Listen, at the moment, a lot of some third parties, other games, for example, Hexagonos, are using the metadata from NFTs, but we've whitelisted their IP addresses to do so. If you're making a game and you're developing something and you want access to the Vulcan Forge NFT metadata, just reach out. We will give them to you. What we can't do is make them just public, because API routes getting spammed by hundreds of thousands of people is just going to be a disaster for everyone. But if you have a game and you want to use our NFTs in your game, absolutely fine, not a problem. What's the roadmap for 2022? The roadmap's on the Medium. Yes, someone did ask me about the roadmap. It's on one of our Medium articles. So do check that out, and you can see where we are on what's going on this year. When GG Crypt GL, when cloud gaming, it's the future. Answer from Alexander, one of our top devs. Cloud gaming is not prevented right now. They can install the game at Cloud Machine and play. This is not something required for development. Just purchase an NVIDIA cloud account and play. That's it. So you can do it now, apparently. Okay, Pyrian wants to ask, when can we expect to migrate our wallets to Elysium? Okay, so listen, Elysium is done. I mean, everything is done. I don't know. I've the bridge, the mapping, the Elysium swap. We've minted NFTs on there, tokens. There's nothing that we haven't done. The only thing we're waiting for is pretty UIs to be made and the security audits to come back. The Explorer, it's all live. Where even people can mint NFTs on Elysium now. Lava, some companies, some partners are even playing around with testnet, using testnet Lava as gas in order to sort of make their own NFTs and see how it works. So we have done everything on the development side. It's just making it pretty for third parties and getting these audits done and just rolling it out step by step and carefully. So the migrated wallets to Elysium. This big website change coming, I think today, as far as Glitch said, today, might be tomorrow if it's 5 o'clock and still not out. But today I heard that the whole of the website and the marketplace is being utterly revamped. And I think that, does that involve Elysium? No, it doesn't. But it might give you the option to connect testnet. You can already set your RPC network to Elysium in MetaMask and see how it works. Indeed, Raja, will there be a new upgrading system for Vulcanize in the future? And what happens with the XP lava if we already maxed out a Vulc? Answer, yes, there will be a new system that will completely change battles and will tweak the usage of the stats. Of course, we don't want people to feel cheated on by resetting anything. Any progress of current XP lava will be remapped on the new system, meaning that the Vulcanite will get stats and upgrades to the new system that correspond to the new one. Okay, so everything you've done now will be remapped onto the new system. I don't even know about this new system. I just know it's going to be better, but there are some parts that I've just completely lost track of, because with so many cogs of the machine. Ryan asks, will owning Troyland give players direct access to Vulcanverse, and if so, how? Of course, yeah, absolutely. You literally just travel from Vulcanverse to Troy. It's connected. It's going to be one of many worlds adding to Vulcanverse. Again, Vulcanverse is going to be our flagship MMO, and anything that we can make in Vulcanverse, don't forget, we can replicate to Metascapes at a cost of peer or credit card using the fiat ramp we have to Binance or whatever. So you make your Metascape, you want to add an asset or one of the gameplay features we have in Vulcanverse, you can put it in Metascapes, so it's a bit of a trial ground for us, which is great. The Phalanx 10,000, are we going to be released over stages? Yep, they are. Nothing more to say about that. Okay, so 10,000 isn't really a lot. I mean, a lot of NFT collections have far more than that. When can I think I've got them through them? Okay. Anax Agoras asks, God leveling is still scheduled to launch as soon as Elysium is up and running. In my idea, it would not be good to have this linger too long. It's an essential part of the land staking program. It is, but see, on one hand, we've got people who want the financial incentives to level up the gods for the staking. On the other hand, you've got the gamers who just want the level 1 benefits to be ready and to play with, and they'll feel a bit cheated that, okay, we're taking in fees of PYR in for level 2 gods when we haven't even rolled out the gameplay features for level 1 yet. So I do understand both point of view. So I think we're going to find a compromise in the middle there. Okay, I'm sort of reading comments as I'm answering. Okay, look, so I think I covered most of those. I don't want to sort of bore you all too much. I got a message now from Celine downstairs. She said, prior to announcing public releases for the Vulcanverse, make sure you announce there being test build releases. So they understand we're taking QA very seriously. Okay, so guys, we're taking QA very seriously. I've been told to tell you from someone in the next room, but I hope you knew that anyway, because we've got 3 different levels now. We test it, we go to another development team, tests it, then it goes to community testers, and we put it out. Again, this was growing pain from going, from last year, where we just pushed stuff out without really testing it. I think we're kind of beyond that now a little bit. Okay, let me scroll through the chat to see if I've missed anything. Lots of lovely support from people, some nice words. Fishing. Can you explain lava's circulating total supply will work over time for those who don't know? Yeah, so it's obviously an elastic supply, meaning it's not capped, meaning it's an infinite supply. For now, in a nutshell, it's 24,000 lava per game per day to be divided amongst the best players of that game. So if you finish in sort of in the top rankings, you get more lava. What we'll be doing is we will be taking that off, the cap off, and we'll be allowing access only if you have a frenzy pass, which allows, which provides demand for peer, of course. So then the more users, more want to play, they have to buy a frenzy pass, which gives them access to a more exclusive lava pool. So now it's just 24,000 lava a day per game. Don't keep spamming as a Christian. Really looking forward to learning more about Metascapes. Yeah. I think Metascapes is the product that takes everything like mainstream, really. Looks like I don't have permissions. If you want, when do you think the XP bank will be ready? I don't know the answer to that. Let's see if someone can answer it now in development channel. They haven't, so I assume all I know is the next update is going to be just like the visual upgrade, but in terms of features. You had that big update with the visuals, a lot of stuff came in. The next one's going to have a lot of features put in. We're not releasing updates unless they have a lot of stuff in there. So let's hope it's in there. Okay. What's the land staking rewards? Nice to be able to see the rewards go. Yeah, good idea, David. It's a good idea to have a wallet so we can see where the staking rewards go to. Obviously, they're taking. There is again, this is going to happen with Elysium where we have the breakdown of percentages, as you saw in that article, which is very complicated regarding like the percent of every transaction that goes on the Elysium. Like 10% goes to the sustainability pool to grow trees. Another 10% goes to the staking pool. We take 1,000% or something, and it's all divided there. So once Elysium's set up, it's going to be much easier to have actual wallet addresses you can track, and you can see it all going in. But most of them come from fees, percentage of fees and transactions. Any ETA on Troy land launch? I've already answered that. Will Elysium be functional with Trust Wallet? I don't use Trust Wallet. I don't know. I know that it's on MetaMask. It's EVM compatible. So if so, then it would do. ETA on Berserk card rental program is going to be after this season. Again, Berserk card rental, Vulcanite rentals, all very important to keeping those who don't have the funds to buy NFTs engaged. Okay, danger. Oh, the GSP, the gold, silver, platinum coin. Yeah, I have to wait for Yap's away at the moment on holiday, so I can't get hold of him for an answer on that. I know it's still going ahead. I know there it's still happening, but I'll get an ETA when he comes back from holiday. Okay, Danger Mouse. Can a group of pre-approved community quest developers have early access to higher terraforming for building engaging events? Yeah, look, I don't see a problem with it, but it gets to the point where do you draw the line of who? We obviously know you, Danger Mouse, are an incredible community quest maker, so it makes sense that you would do. But then where do we draw the line at who can and who can't? Now, this is what we're going to do with this. I don't know if I told you this guy already, but the whole create your own quest is actually quite easy for us to implement our end, because we don't just make quests individually. It's like procedural programming and coding. You wouldn't make each quest individual, each line of code individual, like logo going down. We've made ourselves a builder. So we just pop in, if you do X, get Y. And then if you do X, do Y, do Z, then you get A. You know what I mean? And the rest of it's just text made by the Dark Lord to kind of make things fancy and improve. So now we've moved to the advanced stage of quests. We can pass that basic editor to those that want to create their own quests. Okay, well, obviously not going to just let everyone do it. It'll probably be an NFT you need. So once you have that and you create your own quest, it's going to be a leaderboard of people who think that who does the best quests. So that's a good way of getting a threshold of like who are the best quest makers. So if you're on the top 5 quest makers, obviously you'll get some gifts and some presents and some rewards, some achievements. But this could be a good way to gauge, giving you access to higher levels to test out your quest making. So I'd wait for create your own quest before we do that. Okay, I think I've managed to answer them all. I'll go back into the main AMA question. What can we do about price is dropping? I'm not going to answer that, really. I mean, we're in a bloody bear market right now in a recession. Did you answer this one, Jamie from Savoy? Let me get the answer to it. Okay, Lumpy Land, let's go. It seems like a giant wave of things are now waiting on Elysium. Correct. We all know that blockchain is live. We've heard that migration has begun. Correct. Can you tell us approximately where that process is and how it will be affected? How we will be affected? You just need to set up this is how it's going to work. So you have your game account login, nothing to do with crypto, nothing to do with economics, finance, anything, just like a login like Steam, which will give you access to all the games. You set up your MetaMask account, you add Elysium, easy. You've all got a MetaMask, you all know how to add any other Polygon or BSC or Ethereum, you'd add Elysium. When you log into your account for the first time, you link your wallet to your account. Done. So now you've linked your wallet to your account. So every time you use your standard game wallet, game account to log into games, we know your address so we can pull out your NFTs or award you, those kind of things. So you won't be migrating anything. We'll be doing all that for you because we know your addresses. We will know your addresses. So we're not really migrating NFTs from that chain to Elysium. We're reminting them all onto Elysium and then sending them out to the equivalent wallets. So you don't have to do anything about that. Number two, we talk about Vulcan Forge global domination here somewhat in jest, but at the same time somewhat seriously. Where do you realistically see the position of Vulcan Forge in the gaming world and in the Bereas and Metaverse AAS in just 1 year from now? Yeah, we do talk about it in jest, but everything is aligned. It really is. I mean, I forget prices, forget bear market. You know, yes, we've got some growing pains. But the deals we're making and the people we're meeting and the restructuring we're doing and how serious we're taking the development and evolution of our team should tell you that we have every intention on steering the ship into things that work. I mean, we had a chance to experiment with everything off the Axie, off the back end of Axie, which kind of, you know, didn't know from the beginning, but kind of knew after a month that basic play to earn models were not sustainable. Play to earn is still competing with the giant gaming market. Gaming and crypto gaming do not marry. NFTs are here to stay. Ownership, being able to own, create your own quests, be involved in the virtual world with an economy within it, that is something new. And that is a demographic, which again is still new, is exciting. Metascapes is going to be very marketed as Minecraft, download Minecraft, download Roblox, get a free plot of land, decorate it. Buy an asset to put on it, share it with someone. You've now got an NFT. It's all stored on the blockchain, you know? So yeah, we gave you a plot for free. You paid $5 to get a chair. You press save, that data's on the blockchain. Your NFT is now, plot of land is now an NFT. That has value. And that $5 just paid by 1 million people, you know, goes into peer. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, so I have every faith that 1 year from now, Vulcan Forge will be the blockchain metaverse leader, 100%. Okay. I think that's good. All right then, guys. Well, it was lovely chatting with you, although I was kind of chatting with myself. I hope I answered all your questions. If I didn't, you'll catch me in Discord later today. And yeah, we're here. We're stronger than ever. August is a slow month for Greece because most of them take their holidays in Greece. And so the office is a little bit quiet, but obviously I'm here as always, and the other teams are working at it completely. And we are expanding. And look out for some enormous announcements, I guess, when the time is right. Yeah. All right then, guys. Have a good day. Cheers now. Bye-bye.